Put it here. Yeah.
I do the same.
Put it there, strain it on. You can.
I can't tilt this, right?
You can.
I think you can.
So professional.
Okay, so guys, I've got sodium here. I've got calcium here. I've got potassium and I've got lithium. Which one is not in group 1?
Calcium.
Calcium. Which group is calcium in? In group 2. Now, group 1 metals have a name as well. They were also called alkaline metals. We have to remember that they're called alkaline metals. Group 2 metals, we don't have to remember the name, but I like to tell you what their real name is. They have a name as well. Group 2 metals, the group, just you form. Go on, your friend. Alkaline earth metals. Don't ask me why, it's a weird name. Probably because we find them in the Earth's crust, but hell, we find everything. I didn't just go on video, did I? We find everything in the Earth's crust. Okay, so calcium, I'm going to show you to start with. Because we like a climactic show, don't we? We like things to get more and more exciting. So calcium and water. What does it do the same as my iron? It sinks. What does it do different? It reacts. Okay? Does it react very fast? No. Okay? This one is not dangerous at all, she says. So, because it's not dangerous and because it's taken forever to do its job, I can do this bit, take it out, put it in here, and we can just watch it. Really cute over there. Okay, we'll just leave it to its little business over there. When you see bubbles, what does that tell you? You observe bubbles, or what does it tell you with your thinking brain? Yes?
The gas is being produced.
Gas is produced. How might we test what gas is made? How might we know? Yeah?
You can collect it in a test tube and you can do
Do exactly that. Okay, upturn test tube, in it goes, over the top. I cannot actually do this with the other metals because I would get hurt. It would be really dangerous. Okay, so I've now sodium, lithium, and potassium. Which one should I start with? Which is going to be the least exciting out of these three barriers?
Lithium.
I said Bavia. Why did you go for lithium, Bavia? It's higher in the periodic table, it's higher at the top of the group. Can someone use the clever new keywords we learned to explain why it's going to be the least exciting? Later?
It has 3 electrons, so it only has 2 shells, so there's less shielding, so then it's more reactive, so it's closer to the nucleus.
Come on, it's got less shielding. It's less shielding. The electron is closer to the nucleus. Now talk to me about how strongly it's attracted to the nucleus.
It isn't very strongly attached.
Relatively more strongly compared to the others. So I like the word shielding in it. Okay, so that's what I'm going to start with lithium. I had to ask you because I always forget, stage fright and all that, because I don't like doing this terribly much. Okay. These metals, you can't... Who's got the camera? Are the cameras actually running?
Yeah. They're still running. They've been running.
They're running this whole time.
Okay, there you are.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Just here.
Yes. The colours of these metals is not what you'd expect a normal metal to look like. They're not shiny. Why are they not shiny? It's because they're very reactive. They've already reacted with the air and the water in the environment. So to stop them from doing that violently, because they would, they're stored in paraffin oil. And the paraffin oil works just like on your bicycle chain. It keeps out air and moisture. But as soon as I cut this, and I can cut it, and usually, sorry, this camera. As soon as I cut it, you can see like very hard Parmesan cheese.
Just don't use it.
You should be able to see straight away that it's shiny. Where freshly cut, it's shiny. Can you see that? Shiny. Okay, now very quickly you see the shininess disappear because the moisture and the oxygen can start reacting with my lithium. So that piece of lithium I've cut off there is way too big. Okay, I need to cut off a much smaller piece, and then I'm going to wipe off the oil and then I'm going to lob it in the water. Right. Can you look at the board for me very quickly? Can you see there's a worksheet there? That worksheet got stuck on the way it's being printed out to you. For some reason, that little box where my mouse is didn't want me to print it out. So what I might do is I might give you it later on, because you need to be able to, at the end of this lesson, you need to be able to tell me observations, 5 of them for this. So we'll go through what we see. Okay, I'm going to lob it in and step back. Can everybody see it? Observation? Physics? Sink? Floats. What else does it do? It moves around. So that's 3. What else does it do? Physics, moves, floats. I don't know if you guys can see something in the water. It's very difficult to see because the glass jar isn't clear. You should be able to see a little white trail of something. You should, but you can't. Now, a white trail in the water. It's a bit difficult to see. Anything else we can see for lithium? Okay, you're 2 years old. What did you see a minute ago? What did you see a minute ago? You saw it in there now? What did you say? All gone. That's an observation. It disappears. Yeah, it disappears is actually an observation. So you get a mark for pretending you're 2-year-old and go, all gone. So 5 again. Floats. Fizzes. Whizzes. Fizzes, whizzes. White trail and disappears. That's only 4, is it? Or there's 5? 5. Okay. Right. Look out for the 5 being slightly different. Which one next?
Sodium.
Sodium. The sodium is slightly softer. It looks grey on the outside, or the sodium oxide on the outside looks grey, like a lighter grey. I'll try and speed up a bit because I think I'm going very slow. This is softer, much easier to cut. Okay, and this is the dangerous one. This is the one that I do not want it to catch fire. They all can catch fire, by the way, yeah? They all can. The last one, it can't be avoided, and that's one of your observations. This one should not catch fire. Okay, now this is now what shape?
Triangle.
The square shape that I've cut out. Can you all see the shiny bit? So it's a bit tiny now. You can see where it's been freshly cut is shiny?
Not anymore.
Yeah? Sorry, I tossed it back in, it's too quick. I'll show you for the potassium, because you can see it oxidized in front of your eyes. Okay, so the square shape, look at this shape. Shape? Go on, you're 2 years old, what shape is it?
Turns into a ball. Circular.
Not circle, but
Floats.
circles flat.
It floats.
Yeah, all those were right. It's not a circle, it's a
Sphere.
yeah, or a ball. Ball will do. Yeah, you're allowed to be. So that's behaving beautifully. Now you can maybe see the white trail now. Can anyone see a white trail in the water?
Is that the white trail from bubbles?
The white trail is not bubbles. The white trail is actually the chemical that's made when the metal reacts with the water. So the chemical that's made is just in very, very concentrated form, just there. Well, it's being made. We don't know yet, do we? We're going to work that out. Okay, that's sodium. Thank you very much, sodium. It's nearly done. I need to wait. Okay, now the next one's a bit more exciting.
It jumps up.
The next one's the softest. This is the one at the very bottom, potassium. Does anybody want to tell me why I don't have any rubidium or cesium?
Yeah, because they would explode.
I would like to live.
Because the school wouldn't let you have it.
No. It literally breaks the container that it reacts in. They do that reaction for television shows where they don't much care.
So you think we can get a bigger piece?
Tiny one piece. Okay, now that's the freshly cut. I want to be really sorry. That's the freshly cut potassium. You should be able to see it in front of your eyes, turning darker and darker. Can you see that, Bobby? I can see it nodding. Yeah, that's how reactive it is, and it's still a little bit covered in oil even. It's very, very reactive. Okay?
Right.
And this guy I'm going to put all. You see me all putting them all back in before the reaction in case there's any water splashing on there and causing a. We might just do a second bit because this one's fun.
Okay, time.
Okay, so in it pops. You ready?
Oh.
Observations?
Anticlimactic.
I know, right?
What happened to the explosion thing? It happened last year.
Yeah.
He took like
He took a big chunk of it.
But I think what's happening is, I took a tiny piece out of here, right? So how many faces of it are pure potassium?
All of it. One. Two.
Only one, where I just cut it.
Oh yeah.
So all of the other 5 faces of my cube shape are potassium oxide, which is already reacted. So it can only react on one little side, which is why it's relatively boring. So we're going to rectify
Bigger
that.
piece.
No, not bigger piece. We just need a piece which has got freshly cut sides everywhere.
Whoa!
Where did I go? Can you see it?
Yeah, it went.
Where is it?
Bottom left corner. Out in there.
Thank you. Sorry, I just really didn't want that on me.
What would happen if you got on your skin?
Hole in the skin. Seriously, it happened once before. This shouldn't be on video, but it happened to me once before to a student. It jumped on her skin and it literally corroded a hole in it.
Wait, through all the way
It's
through.
lithium!
No.
I thought so.
I was expecting it to be all nice. Oh, that's why. Because I showed you the wrong thing. I'm sorry.
So that was potassium.
Put that in. Put that in. Put that in.
That looks completely different.
Can you show it a bit higher?
Now you can see
Miss,
it.
can you put it a bit higher?
The potassium oxide looks completely different to the lithium and to the sodium.
In acid, make the acid.
So we were looking for
That's
how
it.
soft
Oh, wow,
is
that's
that?
like cheddar cheese.
How shiny.
It even has a reflection.
Now you should be able to see this turning in front of your
Yeah.
eyes. Can you?
Hey.
Yep, higher, a bit higher. Oh, thanks.
Closer.
Oh, sad.
Okay. See that?
Can you put that chunk in? Let me put that chunk in. Or like half
Okay,
of
now
that chunk.
this is red Leicester. You know what I mean by red Leicester cheese, right?
Try not to eat it though, miss.
Nice and soft. Soft cheese, easy to cut.
Mozzarella.
No, what's around
So you use that
stringy,
piece.
isn't it?
When you edit your video, you know where I said about it only being one face? That was all completely wrong because this is really very reactive and this piece is too big. Even that piece is too big. No.
Aww.
It's not big enough.
It's not big enough.
Is this big? Piece too big? Nah, it's fine.
No,
Flames shooting out.
Set the fire alarm up and burn the table.
I have had lots of fun with sodium before.
If you guys want to know your age,
But you know what happens? The exciting bit, that's what you remember, and then you'll write down the wrong thing in the exam because you remember it by perfect flame, which you do. Okay, I've got this piece here of potassium now. This is really, it is exciting.
Yay, fire.
Yay!
Okay, very fast. It all gone very, very quickly, so we'll do that again.
But with a
Tell me
piece
the 5 observations that were different.
Anything?
Anna,
Smoke.
purple flame.
Smoke.
The others, no flame. Then what else?
It disappears.
Disappears.
Whizzes.
Whizzes, fizzes.
Crackle.
White trail we didn't see, but we're going to look for that one now as well. Nicholas again. Whoa, so funny. White trail really obvious. If you look at it now, it's safe. You can see the white trail in the water. Gone. Gone. Guys, it goes very, very quickly.
We put all three in at once.
Now I really
No,
want to see
we
how
cannot.
Mix it up.
I really want to see how
I just want to show you one more thing.
Isn't there one last one?
Guys, you can now come in. Come in a bit closer.
Set your iPad off.
Could you get me a bottle, fume cupboard on the right hand side in the back? There's some bottles with a completely transparent liquid inside.
What, we measured?
Spoiler alert.
No, the bottom cover.
Smells weird.
So is that a piece of paper?